Today is the 6th of May 2024. I had to split the video because it's very long, like I said, and I don't want persons to get tired or get distracted after much time. And so I just decided to split the video to speak on what I really came about. And today, I guess, judging by the topic, you can know where I am going or get a clear understanding of where I am going. And I'm speaking on the Jamaican business community. From time to time, I've heard persons complain about Jamaican business people, the lack of integrity, the dishonesty, yada yada yada, and it goes on and on. And as a person who worked before, took a break because I established my own business, and back working on and off with Jamaican business people, I share the same sentiment as most that Jamaican business people are very dishonest. And I'm wondering why. Why are you guys so dishonest? A person will ask or seek, for example, a secretary. You want a secretary to work at your establishment, right? Now, the mandate or the objective of a secretary is to do copying, printing, faxing, email, typing, whatever it is that need to be done around the internal affairs of the business. When it comes to getting information out there, that would be the job of the secretary. Now, you hire a secretary, and upon hiring a secretary, you want that secretary to become a bearer, you want them to become a messenger, you want them to do janitorial work, to sweep, to wipe, to clean toilet, to do all of these kind of things. And I don't want persons to tell me it's not true, because it is true. There are several persons, business people out there in the Jamaican space who are doing these kind of things. You hire an admin worker, the same thing. They're to do administrative duties, whether it be filing, this, that, sending messages. You understand me? But then you want them to do what? Janitorial work. You want them to be bearer. You want as if they're an intern. You understand? And this goes on and on. They hire a bartender. It is the same thing. Now with a bartender, I get to understand you have to clean your own, because I used to work in bars, so I know. You have to clean your area, right? Because you have to keep a clean environment to attract customers or to keep customers coming back. However, they want you to become a counselor. They want you to become a therapist. They want you to sit down and entertain everybody out there. They want you to become an entertainment coordinator. They want you to become a go-go dancer. You understand? They want you to become a janitor. They want you to clean and scour toilets and all these kind of things when you hire the person for one job and one job only, and that is to do bartending. Now you have persons running around on social media saying that most bartenders are prostitute, or for want of euphemism, they are prostitute. You understand? And they say all of this about them, but those are the persons that most bar owners want to work at their environment. They do not want a professional bartender. You understand? A professional bartender is not going to sit down and engage in vulgar conversation with customer, in overtly sexual conversation with customer, in rude and abrupt conversations with customer. A professional bartender is not going to do that. A lot of customers, or most men, I can safely say most men who come to a bar, that's the conversation they want to engage in with bartenders. Now, I, on the other hand, a lot of them have a problem with, because I'm not there for that. You come, you want to have a peaceful drink, I entertain a peaceful drink, I serve you, you understand? And if you ask a question, I answer politely. I do not engage in stiff, rude, vulgar, sexual conversations with customers, because I am simply not there for that. A lot of persons come out and they will complain and they will this and they will that. I let them know, sir or ma'am, you hire the wrong person. What you need to hire is probably a go-go dancer, a person who sell or do business on the side, do business in quote on the side, and all of that. You understand? Because when you hire a bartender, they're supposed to do what? Their bartender job. It's the same as when a hotel hire a bartender. They do not hire the bartender to become entertainment coordinator. They don't hire the bartender to become therapist, to become counselor, or to do janitorial work. They hire the bartender to serve, provide good customer service. If you want to entertain one or two times with a little gimmicks, that's okay. But on the wayside bar, it is something completely different. Not only that, another thing, the work schedule or the work hours, legally it's 8 hours. Bartenders are not supposed to be doing 12 hours on the job. They are not. You're supposed to hire 2 bartenders if you want your business place to open for 16 hours and over. You're supposed to hire 2 bartenders. Their job is to work 8 hours. It's not their job to work 16 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, and then you want them to be at work on time. What time do they get to practice proper hygiene, to have a proper meal, to get a proper rest, to come back to be a functioning, working individual? It therefore means that you do not respect the person you hire, but you want the person who you hire to respect you. You see how dishonest and disingenuous a lot of you Jamaican business people are, and that's also a contributor factor to the high crime rate, because when a person work their hours, they need their what? Pay. Because they're not doing voluntary work. Slavery has what? Abolished a long time ago. And when they do their work and they're supposed to get their pay, you decide to check off the stock. And when you're checking off the stock, you're saying that it is short, it is that. When you calculate, because I did bar stocking myself, so I know what I'm talking about. A lot of these bar owners are playing thieves. Because you know that when you're serving one drink, it will go over. You understand? It will go over. So clearly you will have a shortage. But that doesn't mean that the bartender stole the money. You don't have a shortage in your money or anything like that. But you want to take it out of the bartender pay. Listen, I don't bar stock taking, I'm sorry. To the point where a bar owner put out like a crate. And the bartender went to somewhere. Like they send them out. And they put him back the crate. And when we went to check the stock, it shows that it was short. Some $9,000+. The bartender had to pay for that. And the pay is already not enough. Thieves, you people are worse than scammers. You know why? Because you go and get your business registered just to do that. Just to do that. You guys are worse than scammers. And it also contributes to the high crime rate in the country. You guys are saying that bartenders are thieves. Bar owners are thieves. Check out a lot of you come by your money. We're having hard talk. Let's talk hard. Let's talk hard. A lot of you, check how you come by your money. 99.9% of the time it is illegal. Even when you have a legitimate business, I care zero. You're doing something on the back end. At all times. As the saying go, thief never love to see thief with long bag. Yeah. Jamaican business people, if you hire a secretary and the secretary is going to do bureau work on the road, she should be paid different for that, because that's not the mandate of a secretary. If you hire the secretary and you want them, or the admin staff or the customer service staff, and you want them to do janitorial work, to do bureau work, you should pay them differently, an additional income that is for them, because that is not a part of their job. If you cannot afford the staff, you most likely need to close your business and go and get a job like the rest of us. You need to close your business and go and get a legitimate job like the rest of us. Not because you have a business idea or you find yourself with resources means that you should establish a business. Because you certainly cannot pay staff, plus the upkeep, plus restocking, plus utility bills. All of that have to be taken into consideration. So you cannot hire one person to do the job. And if they and I'm sorry that the labor board is not enforcing these things. Because you cannot be hiring one person. When you're hiring the one person, you want them to do 10 different things. And then you come out and the argument is that people don't want to work. Young people don't want to work. No, they don't want to work for your dishonest ass. And they're within their right. No, they don't want to, and they should not work for you. Because you guys are dishonest. You're doing something that is illegal. You are dishonest. You want them to do extra work for you. And when it's time to get paid, you're calculating this, you're deciding this, what short, what tall, what too much, what too little, and all of that before you give the person the pay that they worked for. You guys are too dishonest. Jamaican business people are too dishonest. It's like it's a trend. It's something nice to be dishonest. And it's so sad. It is so sad, and you guys embrace it and think it is funny to do these things. A lot of you guys have children going to school. You're sending your children to go to school to do what? To speak like me, right? You want them to use the Queen's language. You want them to have an education. You want them to be employable. Yet when you employ persons, you don't want to pay them. You are abusing the staff. Or you're taking advantage of the fact that human resource is in surplus and people want to work. But yet you want your child to come up and work for a big organization and get managerial position where they can command and lead this department. But at the same time, you are corrupting. You are corrupting. You are taking advantage of someone else's child. The heart of men is desperately wicked. And that's why there's an increase in crime. Because the heart of men is desperately wicked. So you guys sit down and you complain about scammers and they're doing this and they're doing that and all that. When you guys are doing the same thing, you're scamming people out of their labor. You cannot hire a customer service person and then you want them to do bureau work. They should be paid. If you want them to do this and want them to do that, they should be paid differently to do what is not in the mandate or the objective of the position in which they applied for. That is law. It must be out of the discretion of the staff where they say, I will go and purchase this for you. I will go to the market for you. I will go to the store for you. I will go to the pharmacy. I will go to the tax office for you. It's out of the conscience of the staff. And then you're going to fire them saying that they're unreliable and they're this and they're that. I have seen these things. So many persons have spoke about it. That's why so many girls want to sit down in the call center. They don't like it, but they go rather sit down in because they're certain of what they are doing. They're doing what they were hired to do. And if they go over by 1 hour, they are paid their hour overtime. The Jamaican business community is not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that. You guys are way too dishonest. And remember, there's a younger generation that's coming that is way vicious. You're not going to do these things and get away with it like you have done with a lot of persons out there, or you are doing with a lot of persons out there now. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you.